Hello and welcome back to another vlog. You're joining us today on, quite frankly, the most beautiful day. It is the perfect autumn winter morning. It's not even too chilly. The sun is shining. It's just an all-round lovely day, and considering the weather we've had over the past couple of days, this is an absolute blessing. The rain has come down in its litres, it just hasn't stopped. So what are we up to today? Well, today is a bit of a momentous day. We're not off to a competition, but we are giving Remi a bit of a makeover. A bit of a makeover is probably a slight underestimation, because we are going to be attempting to transform him from traditional gypsy cob with all the feather and everything to, I'm calling it a sports cob. So basically we are taking his feather off today. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I've had a week or so to kind of process this all, that this is actually happening. But yeah, join us. So the plan is to take his feather off, and obviously with that we need to do something with his mane, because at the moment he is sporting a rather large mane. So I'm not going to hog him. I don't think he's not quite the type to pull off hogged look, so I wouldn't do that to him. I like a hogged horse, I just don't think it would work for Remi very well. So what we're going to do instead is just trim his mane right up. I've kind of got a length in mind where I want it. His mane is actually quite thin at the moment. I do thin it out so that I can plait it, and when I say plait, do a running plait. So thickness shouldn't be a problem, but yeah, it's just shortening it up. And then we're going to do something with his tail as well, because obviously his tail is, well, it's dragging on the floor at the moment, which is no good for anyone anyway, so that needs a sort up regardless of the fact that we're going to trim him up today. But I thought this one would be an interesting one to kind of see the process, how we go from traditional cob to a trimmed up horse, and also it's one that I'd quite like to document and just keep for memories for my own sake, so that I can remember a time of when he did have hair. Yeah, let's do this. Good morning. Hi, handsome. How you doing? How's your sister? Hello, Poppet. How are you? So this is what we are working with at the moment. Here he is, the before shot. So we've got nice long forelock, which I will be sad to see that go. I probably won't take it too short. I'll just kind of make him have a longer, thicker one. Obviously his coat isn't going to change, but that needs to go. Here's his feather. His feather is actually the worst it's ever looked, so this probably couldn't have come at a better time. And then moving on to his tail, which is kind of his party piece. But the plan is to thin it out at the top, take it in at the sides, and just kind of take some thickness out of it. We will see how we go. And then here is his mane. His mane is obviously crap. He's got this whacking great hole here, so I'm going to take it quite short, probably up to here. Give it all a chance to catch up and grow together, and hopefully it will come back thicker and stronger. That is the plan anyway. Obviously, in reality, we know it doesn't always work like that, but that's what we're hoping for anyway. And I think I've kind of got a picture in my head of how he's going to look, and I think I like it. Mara is here to offer her moral support, because obviously getting a massive makeover is a huge deal, isn't it? And you know, you need to hold his hand or hold his hoof. Yeah, you're going to do that for Rem.
I've seen those faces, I've heard all the lies, but you ain't gazing.
I think he's quite enjoying it though, aren't you?
You gotta work real hard. I know you want it to be easy. your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind.
You being a good boy. Yeah. You being a good boy.
'Cause you can make it too. If not, says who?
No? We'll take some getting used to, won't it?
It's just
Oh.
because realise
That's the easy part.
that's where the only weird bit.
I don't think it will look too bad. And then we'll, as you say, in like a week or so, we'll do him again.
Mind with doubt. You wanna stay chill right now. And don't let your eye off the prize. I know you want it to be easy. So let your guard down. And I said, see it in your mind. Trust that. Have what it takes inside. 'Cause you can make it too. If not, says who?
Small amount of hair there, eh? It's crazy. It's all from your legs.
What are you doing?
Remmi.
My legs don't feel like mine.
Oh, honey. I promise you they are your legs.
Are you sure they're my legs?
I just need to look. Oh, Rem.
Because I really don't think they're mine.
He's going to throw himself on the floor in a minute. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering why? Why are we doing this? He looks fine at the moment. He looks good with his hair. Obviously, he's a traditional gypsy cob, so he is supposed to have hair. So why are you trimming it all off? If you have watched any of our recent vlogs, you'll know that I'm coming back from injury myself. I broke my ankle 8 weeks ago. Obviously in those 8 weeks, Remi's had a significant period of time off. He has literally just been out in the field, living his best life. We have brought him back into work. Basically, he hasn't come back into work like he usually would after a bit of time off. There were just some subtle things that we noticed, just his way of going, just kind of the way he was as well. It just wasn't normal for him, and it concerned us enough to get the vet out, just to kind of see his opinion. So he has been out and had a look at him. He kind of agrees with us that something isn't quite right, but he doesn't think it's anything too serious at this stage. I'm crossing my fingers because obviously we don't know the full picture yet. But yeah, that's kind of where we are at. So now we're at the stage where he's got to go off into hospital to have some investigations, and obviously coming with that, he'll probably end up having some treatment into maybe the joint, and with that means you need to take the hair off. So instead of entrusting a very busy vet with the task of taking my horse's feathers off, obviously they're not going to take the whole feather off, they're just going to take the area they need to take off, we thought we'd do it ourselves, get him looking nice and smart. So that is why it's kind of gutting. Just as we're ready to get going again, something else crops up, another bump in the road. But as I say, the vet is hopeful that it's just something minor and something that we can medicate and kind of work through. He's happy, well, he's been happy for him to carry on riding. I have been taking it easy, we've literally just been walking, but his kind of work, like thinking was just let him decide. If he doesn't want to do something, don't do it. I am feeling quite positive about it all, at least I'm trying to stay really positive. So he's going to the vets in a week, and we'll know more from there. Rush it through. So I was thinking,
Yes.
you see where the kinks go? Like that.
Is that enough to plait with?
Yeah, that's quite long.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I used to have it up here.
I suppose what you can do as well is where he's got that gap, the hair you got left, you can make a false one.
Got extensions to come.
Hey!
Let's see, we doesn't want to do.
Oh, Rem.
Make sure my scissors are sharpest. They're the little
I'd go
ones.
with the little ones.
No, I was going to go with like these big ones.
Oh, okay.
How sharp do they feel? They feel quite sharp. Right, I'm not going to go I feel like less is more.
Yes, go for less
initially.
first. Go about halfway.
Ugh. Just going to take the bulk out of it and then we can tidy it up. It's actually a lot thicker
The black's always thicker.
than I thought it was.
He's always had really thick black. God. Rem, what are we doing?
It's actually really thick.
That's better. Oh God.
Too bad. I like the blunt look.
Did I say we'd never do this?
Yeah. Would you rather, someone asked a question once, would you rather chop your own hair off or chop his hair off? And I think you said you'd chop your own hair.
Yeah. Things have changed a bit since then.
Well, I'm going to lose my length. It's suddenly disappearing because that's where I want it to go. I'm going to get the worst of it out. We've got that rake thing as well. This is going to be hard to get slow.
Just draw an imaginary line. There you go.
Yeah. Voila! There we go. Oh my
Thankfully,
God, it looks so weird.
Thankfully, that's not the finished project.
Oh,
Product.
this is it. We're leaving it now. Oh my goodness.
Shows his neck off more though.
Yeah. This is my favourite side of him as well. I love this marking.
You can actually see it now. Hello, Rem. Oh God.
No, I'm not. I don't really know what to do with that. I feel like. I'll worry about.
Yeah, worry
my
about
God,
that in a
look
minute.
Here, look at all this hair.
Oh, Rem, that's all your
Oh.
hair. Look. Oh dear.
Oh gosh. Right. Okay. Now we need to. I actually quite like that. I quite like that length.
Yeah, it's not too short. Can you plait with that length though?
No, it would be a bit long. Right. Let's try and start. Could have washed this before, couldn't I? Right. Sort this bog brush mane out. It's when see if my blade is sharp enough. Could be here a while.
Down, down that bar, yeah. 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 Down, down that bar, yeah.
You got a smile that makes the sun rise. You make it shine. But I can see that you don't realize. And that's what made me fall in love. 'Cause you got style. The way your body makes my heart beat sound. It's amazing all the time. You are the only thing I need in life. Oh, I want you. Can't you see? I want you. I believe, 'cause I want you. Here with me, I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy for love.
So there you have it. One clipped out, all trimmed up, sports cob Remington. I actually think he looks really, really good. I'm pleasantly surprised with the result. He looked a lot better than I thought he was going to. This is just kind of, I'd say, stage 1 of the transformation. There's a few bits we need to work on, like his legs aren't quite just how I want them. His mane is obviously, where it's been plaited, it's quite kinky, so I'm reluctant to trim it too short. Just let it settle down first and then I'll go at it again. But for the first step, I think he looked really, really smart. Let me know what you think. Do you prefer him as a traditional with all the hair, or are you loving this new look? I won't be offended either way. The plan is to eventually grow the feather back, but for now I'm just going to enjoy this sports cob. Come on then, Welshie. Go and have a nice roll.
I got this feeling like it's starting now, starting now. I feel adventurous with you. And there is nothing that can hold us back, hold us back. We can do what we wanna do. 'Cause we got all the time